was amazing to watch, and I said, wow, this is incredible, and I'm glad I finally saw it. So meanwhile, through the audition process, I still had that idea that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in and do me and have fun, and sing Alicia Keys music. And when I walked in the room, Alicia Keys was sitting behind the table, and I got a little bit starstruck. And that is wild when you are auditioning for a legend in the pantheon of pop music in general, pop R&B. And she was so nice, and she was so lovely, and she would give me notes and sing part of her songs back to me, and I would start to get distracted.
You're like, is this really happening?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'd be, no, focus up, Kennedy, because she's giving you a note that you have to incorporate. So.
What's going on, Opecast? I'm here with a very special guest, Kennedy Caughell, who plays the role of Jersey in Hell's Kitchen, which is going to be at the Fabulous Fox in just a few weeks. So last night I saw the show, and earlier I was talking to Roz, and just wow, you killed it.
Thank you.
We'll talk food in a little bit, but I definitely was watching you as you were chopping a real carrot.
Yes.
From like probably about 15 rows back. I was like, is that a real carrot?
It is
real. And then
real.
I was wondering, is it real salad? But the salad was very green. So
Right. The salad is actually fake, but it looks real.
yeah.
And if you touch it, I can't stop touching it. Or at least during the rehearsal process, I was like, what is this made out of? Our props team is so good. They're so good.
And to put it in perspective, I mean, literally, it's a humongous stage, and I'm over here. But like all the details, and so like playing this role, I guess like let's take it back a bit.
Sure.
How much did you know about Alicia Keys and this project before you auditioned for it?
Okay, well, I had always known and been a fan of Alicia Keys on the radio, but when Hell's Kitchen came to Broadway, and it won all these awards, Grammy award winning. So I knew it had to be good, and the music I knew was going to be good because it's Alicia Keys, right? But I had not seen the show because I figured, there's probably not a role in there for me. True story. And they reached out and they were like, are you interested in playing this role? I was like, oh, well, I should go see the show then, because I was out of town during that season that it was on Broadway. So I finally got a ticket, and it happened to be Malia Joyman's last show, who originated the role of Allie. And I was just struck by the depth and sincerity of the cast. And it was amazing to watch, and I said, wow, this is incredible, and I'm glad I finally saw it. So meanwhile, through the audition process, I still had that idea that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in and do me and have fun, and sing Alicia Keys music. And when I walked in the room, Alicia Keys was sitting behind the table, and I got a little bit starstruck. And that is wild when you are auditioning for a legend in the pantheon of pop music in general, pop R&B. And she was so nice, and she was so lovely, and she would give me notes and sing part of her songs back to me, and I would start to get distracted.
You're like, is this really happening?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'd be, no, focus up, Kennedy, because she's giving you a note that you have to incorporate. So.
And that's your moment. That's like the moment you dreamt of.
Right.
You're just something that almost didn't seem possible.
Exactly.
Became possible.
Yes. And so thank goodness the team saw something in me and said, you're it. And the rest is history. But yeah, I've always loved Alicia Keys music. It's timeless.
When did you know that this was going to be something special for you?
I mean, as soon as I got the call, I was like, oh man, because this is right, this is what every actor dreams about, right? Getting to open a first national tour, and kind of in your own right, when you open a national tour, you get to originate the part in a different way. And that's one thing that Michael Greif, our director, said first day of rehearsal. He said, I am interested in reworking this. I am interested in finding your versions of these characters. I don't really want to create an exact carbon copy of Broadway. We want to go back, we want to rework, we want to massage, we want to fix what we didn't get to fix, and kind of figure out, because at this point they've had the Broadway show and they know what works and what doesn't. And it was so nice that they let us discover who these characters were within us, not copy pasting from something else. So it was really a cool experience to get to kind of create my own version of Jersey. It's a version of Jersey that I don't think anyone's ever seen, even if you saw it on Broadway, simply because of the nature of being a different human being.
Right.
Yeah, so it was incredible.
Now, I think some people are going to go into seeing this show, they're going to think it's the exact Alicia Keys story, like every single thing that happened. For those who don't know, like, how much of this would you say is from her life? I know it's inspired by it, I believe,
Yes.
but it's not like everything to you.
Now, I don't know the exact percentage of this, but if I had to guess, I would say that 35% is in line with truthful, and then the rest of the percentage is story that takes you on the journey and the ride that you end up at, at Bows. But I think the important thing is the heart of it is there and truthful. The love between a mother and daughter, the coming of age, finding yourself in this incredible, colorful city like New York City, being 17 and, kind of stepping into young adulthood for the first time. All of that rings true to Alicia and to Rhea and the people that we represent, right? Yeah, but I would say about 35% is real, but the heart of it is all truthful and still in it, even if we are technically playing fictionalized characters. Like, obviously, Alicia's mom's name is not Jersey, so that's kind of nice too, to honor the person that you are representing, but also have the freedom to bring your own spice and flavor to it, because it is a fictionalized story that's loosely based.
Right.
Yeah.
What I thought was cool is after seeing the show, I was thinking about the Carole King musical, and then I'm looking through your background, and I see that you played Carole, so that's really cool. Now, talking about your background, and then we'll get back to the show. It's like, you've played the role of Carole in Carole King. You've been Elsa.
Yes.
You've been in Wicked and all these other shows, and so those are shows where you're singing. And so, in the song "Play It All," I mean, it's such a beautiful number, and you're captivating the audience. I'm hearing people behind us like, "Get it, girl," they're saying that.
I love it when the audience talks back.
Like, how do you prepare for that song every night? The range on it is incredible.
Well, honestly, the preparation for being able to do what I do in the show 8 times a week is started with my training, and it started years before. I didn't wake up overnight being able to do what I do on stage. I have my family and my mom. It's kind of fun playing a mom, because my mom really saw something in me at a young age and stewarded that gift before I even knew what stewarding a gift was, right? And incredible teachers. So to watch in the show, when you see the relationship between Miss Eliza Jane and Allie bloom and grow, I see parts of my younger self learning from teachers who also saw something in me and taught me how to handle what I was given with purpose, grace, and good technique. So all of that, and I stand on the shoulders of my past experiences, right? Every job that I've had has led me up to this point, to being able to sing Pawn It All 8 times a week, because it's a particularly difficult song, because it's not just sang in a song. It is, you have to be fully emotionally immersed. You kind of lose yourself for a bit. Like, a lot of times I'll come off stage after the song, and my stage partners will be like, "Oh my God, did you see that in the audience? When you did this and when you did that?" I said, honestly, I blacked out, because that's what it requires. It's a full and total surrender of who you are in that moment to the story, and basically, whatever the audience needs in that moment, you have to surrender any ego at that point in the show. And so there's so many factors that go into it, but to prepare for it, I always warm up, I always cool down, and I trust my team. I trust my stage partners. I trust our incredible sound engineers who are always with me in every show, and I trust that microphone so that I'm not blowing myself out, and I can do this even while sick.
Yeah.
So there's so many factors that go into it, but I'm not, even though I am singing that song alone, I'm not alone on that stage ever. I bring anyone who's ever believed in me with me on that stage, and hopefully the audience feels that.
And it's resonating with them.
Thank you.
Especially that ovation there.
Yeah.
Now,
The last night, that was cool, right?
The crowd, I love the crowd. Every little bit of the show, and just whether it's someone chiming in the wrong word and getting people to like break, and it's just it was amazing. Now you mentioned that like when you're in that when you're hitting those notes there and play it all, it's almost like you're blacking out. But when you open your eyes back up, you're going to be in St. Louis at the Fabulous Fox. So there's this big chandelier up there, right?
Oh, I can't wait.
Now you've spent some time in St. Louis, and I know you're looking forward to it. You're a foodie, so like,
Yes.
let's just talk about going back to St. Louis. Like, how excited are you?
Oh, I'm so pumped. The last time I was in St. Louis was with Wicked, and I did get to taste sweetie pies before, it left. So
R.I.P.
I know, R.I.P. Sweetie Pies. It's such a good, that was a great restaurant. I loved it. But yeah, while I was there, I got to visit the jazz scene while I was there and really get to know the local jazz artists and Ron. And I have so many friends that have since moved back to St. Louis who are in the theater scene. So I'm really, really excited to see all of them and taste what St. Louis has to offer. Are there any good barbecue places? I know that St. Louis has good barbecue.
Right down the street, you have Pappy's Barbecue.
Ooh.
Get their burnt-in sweet potato fries and their baked beans. It's like the only, I can talk about this forever.
C'est la.
But like the baked beans, I don't really eat it at most places. Like I try it, but I don't really care for it. With their baked beans, I will actually take the sweet potato fries and like dip it a little bit because they also put some burnt ends. And then sometimes I'll take the burnt ends and like I'll dip it, but you got to get the burnt ends. I just had this like a week ago.
Okay, you know what? I'm not a baked beans girl, but I'll trust you and I'll try anything once.
That's the one. That's the one. Now, before I let you go, I was telling Roz this. Like I was like, I don't know. When I ask the next few questions, like I was like, is this going to be cheesy? Is this going to be something that like is a little too goofy? Whenever
I'm not afraid of being cringe.
Okay, you're good. Okay, because when I was watching the show, I was like, I did not think they were going to sing that song in that part. Like I was like, man, that is like the furthest thing. And so you guys know, like when you go see this show, I know there's shows like Ain't Too Proud, where it's like just based on that band. This isn't kind of like this isn't just like an Alicia Keys concert. So just so you know, it's like a full story, right? So anyone can sing the song.
Yes.
Which was amazing.
You never know which character is it.
Exactly, like which makes it very exciting, and it's like you just feel like warm and you just smile. The Alicia Keys song that matches your pre-show ritual.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. You know what? I think it's the opening gospel. Just gospel, because it's so energetic, and I need that energy before the show.
Yeah.
Because we come out as the cast in the opening, we are 100% balls to the wall. So that's
like,
what. Yeah.
Show started. Y'all better sit down up there,
That's right. That's right.
Now the Alicia Keys song. I know she was just on tour. I think about 2 years ago. Time it's 2026. So she was just on tour. I believe in 2024. What's an Alicia Keys song that hits different live than the radio?
No one. I think no one hits you right where you least expect. Well, yeah, right where you least expect. I think that's the point where I can hear people audibly weeping from the audience sometimes. So.
The best first dance song.
If I ain't got you. Definitely.
The Alicia Keys song you blast when you need to remind yourself who you are.
Pawn It All and Heartburn, for sure. For sure.
Your personal favorite outside of the role. Like, what was that song before you got casted?
Supergirl.
That was like...
Or Superwoman.
Superwoman.
Yeah, Superwoman, for sure.
Have you had those conversations with her, like, hey, like Superwoman, like I love that song. Like, have you had those conversations, or is it strictly like?
I have. Well, you know, you want to be respectful of their
Yes.
time when they're, and you know, whenever she was in the room, it was specifically to work on the show. But I did get to thank her for her artistry. Yeah.
Well, that's all I had for you, Kennedy. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your gift and you sharing that. And we're excited to have you in St. Louis. So make sure you guys check out Hell's Kitchen at the Fabulous Fox. I'll leave all the details below. You'll be able to see Kennedy. You're probably going to cry during the show. You're going to laugh. You're going to shake your head and be like, oh, I know somebody like that. So appreciate your time.
Thank you.